Hey folks, it's Finn. I'm popping in today to talk about something rather unusual for me. I want to talk to you today about bullet journaling. Oh, yes. I love the new year for the reason of getting a fresh calendar. I love colour coordinating my new calendar and organising a new diary and all of that. Love it. And recently somebody alerted me to the idea of bullet journaling, and on looking it up, I was like, I need one of those in my life. Now, I journal anyway, have done for years and years and years, but as I've discussed recently, over the last few years, the way I journal has changed. Since vlogging on YouTube and doing my vlog and what have you, all my kind of insights and feelings and thoughts and stuff go on here. And so my journal has got quite watered down. It's got quite boring. It's just, as part of my AA program, I do this thing where I get up in the morning, I write down some thoughts for the day and what I'd like to achieve in the day. And at the end of the day, I do a daily review, how the day's gone, what I've done well, what hasn't gone as well, what I'd like to improve on the next day. And so the journal that I'm writing at the moment is pretty much just that. There aren't any deep thoughts and insights going in there as there would have been at one point. That's all going on here or in my blog. So I've been a bit bored with my diary for a while. And then I found this bullet journal. Now, let me try to explain what a bullet journal is. It's basically a diary, a journal, a habit tracker, a shopping list, whatever you want it to be. Now, why I'm so attracted to this idea is because I keep so many different kinds of lists. I write in my journal every day is kind of like my check-in and check-out throughout the day. I keep a book of vlog ideas, of blog ideas. I keep a book of things I'm trying to change, habits and stuff like that, and they're all over the place. Now, with a bullet journal, it allows you to keep all of that together. Now, this concept is so incredibly simple, but just so usable and so adaptable. I'll try and briefly take you through what it is. So I got myself a new journal. This is a Moleskine. There is a whole school of thought on what journals you use for bullet journaling, but any journal will really do. But they do recommend using one that's got like squares or grids for reasons that I'll go into in a moment. So with a bullet journal, there is a bit of jargon that goes along with it, which I'll explain along the way. But you can make it as complicated or as simple as you want. I'm trying to make it as simple as I can, basically. Right, so every bullet journal, the main thing a bullet journal has is an index, for reasons I'll explain a bit more. And this is the most ingenious and so simple thing. Why I hadn't thought about this before, I don't know. So you start with your index page, and then on the next few pages, whatever way you like, you do your future log, which is basically a diary. Some people do 6 months. I've done a year because I don't know how long I'll go through a diary. So I've done it like this. So January, February, March, April, May, June, etc., etc. over the next 4 pages. Now, as you see at the bottom of this, each page gets a number. This is where your index comes in, because then in your index, as you go on and you add things to your bullet journal, you write them in here. So I've got future log on page 1 to 4. As again, future log is diary, technical term. And then you get to make it as pretty or as basic as you want. Now, there's so many different layouts. I'll put some links at the bottom to all different sorts of page ideas and templates, and you could spend hours on this thing. I started off with a very basic month layout like this. So with January, you have all the dates listed down this side, and then January you have all your to-dos. That was my very basic month. On looking at a few different websites now, there's a few different future month planners I want to try out. And then you simply just journal every day. As you can see, I've been using very different templates just as I practice different ones every day and what works for me. So you can add these modules, basically. This is why the squares are good, because you can add whatever modules you want. So basically, the basic one you have in every bullet journal is your to-do list. And you have a key with this thing. So, I mean, this is all just so simple, but it's just so practical. So you have all your to-dos written down, and then you write yourself a key as to what things mean. So if it's got an X through it, it means I've done it. If it's got a circle around it, it's an event. Then there's also these, the less than symbol and the greater symbol. So if you don't manage it that day, you can do the less than symbol and move it forward to the next day, or the greater than symbol and move it back into the month planner and schedule it for another time. You can organise all of these keys and symbols and signifiers in whatever way you choose, and then you just simply make yourself a key for whatever you decide. And as I say, as you go along, everything you do just gets logged into that index as to what page it's on. Now, where it gets really interesting is in the way you organise your days. So at the moment I've got my to-dos, I've also got, I read the 24-hour book every day and there's a quote for the day, so I put that in there. I'm also logging my water. It's another idea you can do. Just a few notes throughout the day, and I do a gratitude list. I've started doing it like that, but I'm actually going to do a whole page of gratitude list. Then as I think of more, add to it, which then I can go in the index and go, oh, it's on page 44. How amazing, right? I've also got creativity, so vlog ideas and blog ideas. Again, that gets indexed, so you can find it with ease. How amazing. Is it just me that finds this incredibly exciting? I've got a bit more technical now with my weekly plan. So this is my, look how pretty this is. Oh yes. So this is my weekly plan, and what I've decided for my weekly plan is I want to do a more in-depth diary for the week, so I can see exactly what I'm doing every week. And then down here, I've done a meal planner. Oh yes, Naked Chef is going to be on form this week. Now I decided rather than doing water every day, so I can see my progress over a week, I've done a whole week of trying to get 8 glasses of water a day, so I shall fill that in every day. That's for my weigh-in, which I haven't done this week so far, and the goals I'd like to achieve this week. How amazing! And then you can just make it as pretty as you want. I've also done things like, I decided to do a 2016 review, things I did that were important I want to remember that I've achieved, and goals I'd like to achieve for 2017. You can do habit trackers, so you can mark off every day you've done something like meditate or gone for a walk. Honestly, it's just unlimited. It's just so obviously simple and practical. Everything I now write about all goes in here, and I don't have to go, oh, where did I put that list of blog ideas? I can go to my index and go, oh, I put some blog ideas on page 76, and then just go through and find page 76. Honestly, amazing. Absolutely amazing. The person that came up with this is an absolute genius. I think this is amazing. It will mean now that I'm using my journal more again, because if something happens throughout the day that's I want to write about, then I can do so. But if I want to just do my check-in and check-out every day, I can do that in very basic bullet form. And if I want to expand on it, I can put a little symbol in there to say I've expanded on it somewhere else in the journal, or I can maybe put a sign next to it to say blog about this. This can grow and expand with me as I experiment on a daily basis what works and what doesn't work. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because I think this is amazing. Yes, it's taken up a lot of time so far because I do like the colouring in. I mean, that's pretty, right? But then I'm just so pleased with this. I mean, just look at the loveliness of that. It's amazing, and you can colour coordinate it and everything. Please tell me I'm not the only one that's excited about this. If anyone out there bullet journals, talk to me. Tell me your secrets. Tell me your page template ideas. Share them with me. Let's bullet journal together. And if you aren't bullet journaling but you'd like to give it a go, talk to me as well, because I want to know that I'm not the only one that thinks this is fantastic. I will share more on it just to prove it's not a phase. It might be. I might go, what am I doing with that? We'll see. But I will check in after a month or so of bullet journaling and see how we are. But yes, that's my exciting news for this week. New year brings with it bullet journal. Oh yes. So that's it. That was my exciting thing I wanted to share with you today. I just couldn't hold that in. I had to share that. I will update soon because I've got lower surgery this Friday, so I'm going to do one last vlog before I head off for that and let you know what's going on. Happy Monday, everybody, and I will chat to you soon. Bye-bye.